everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would talk you through my sort of top 10 must-have beauty products. Obviously you don't have to have them, these are just my personal opinion and they're items that I feel like my collection would just sort of be lost without them. So I'm just going to talk you through 10 things that I feel everyone should have. So this is in no particular order, just have them sort of sat down beside me and I'll just pick them up in whatever order. So the first one is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Now this is something that sort of recently come into my collection and it sort of revolutionized concealer. Now I have spoken about this before in a favourites video, I think it was a favourites video, about the size of the wand on it, but I love it too much to care too much about the size of the wand. Like the wand is huge, but the actual concealer itself is incredible. There are other concealers that are great concealers, like the collection concealer that's only a few pounds because it's a drugstore one. This one is more expensive obviously, and because it's an American brand you have to pay that little bit more to get it shipped over, but I feel like it's worth it. Like everyone needs to have, or at least have tried, Shape Tape Concealer. I'll leave the links for everything that I can in the description bar, so please go and check those out if you get a chance. And the next thing I want to talk about is the Hourglass palette. This is the first one. I do have the second one. I just feel like the first one, there's just something about the first one that just, I love it so much more than the second one. Now I do like the second one and I do use the second one quite a bit, but the first one is just, it's just so much better than the second one, and I'm so glad I have it because it was like a limited edition and extremely hard to get. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, the very first one that we could get, and it's in a rose gold palette with a very good mirror with my nice fingerprints all over it now. I've used the two blushes the most. There's like a big indent here where most of the product has disappeared because I've used it so much. I just feel like this is a stunning palette, just first of all because of the colours and the packaging. It's one of my go-to palettes. If I'm needing like a face palette, I will more than likely lift this palette. It's very odd that I will lift another palette like the second palette, although I do use it, but this palette is just something else. So if you have this palette, let me know what you think about it and how it compares to the second one if you have it. The Hourglass palettes themselves, like face palettes, are great, so I do love it. So number 3 on my must-have beauty products is the Ordinary Peeling Solution. So this is another one that's sort of recently come into my collection and I absolutely love it. I make sure and do this once a week. So this is the AHA 30% and the BHA 2% peeling solution. So it's a 10-minute exfoliating facial and I just absolutely love it. It kind of looks a bit funny. So it's, if you can see that, it's a really, really, really dark red and comes in like a dropper solution, like this. It's kind of a bit gloopy looking. So after I've had a shower, I just make sure my face is nice and dry and it's sort of settled down from being in hot water, and put it all over my face, sort of making sure to keep clear of the eye area, and I'm careful around my mouth as well. Pop this on for about 10 minutes. I think it's no more than 10 minutes. Yeah, and then I just wash it off with lukewarm water with a face cloth and my skin feels incredible. If you haven't tried this or you haven't tried any of the other Ordinary products, do check them out. They are so affordable. So yeah, make sure and try this out if you haven't already, or any of the other Ordinary products, because I absolutely love the Ordinary skincare. The next thing on my list is tweezers. Now this seems really, really silly to include tweezers because I don't actually pluck my eyebrows. Well, I do the odd time, especially if there's strays and I haven't had a chance to get to my beautician to get my brows done. I will pluck the odd one. And I feel like you need a good pair of tweezers, like no cheapy tweezers that hurt whenever you pull them. So the ones that I've gone for are the, is it the Champneys? Champneys. So let's see if it's gonna focus. There we go. These are my favourite tweezers and I have went through a lot of tweezers trying to find like the perfect pair of tweezers. They kind of, the black on them kind of feels a little bit rubbery, like velvety, which I think is why I like them. I just feel like everyone needs a good pair of tweezers. Another palette that I feel like everyone should have, or something very similar to this, is the Becca by Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Champagne Collection face palette, and it is a stunning palette. Absolutely stunning. So this is the palette. They are all shimmer colors. There is 3 blushes, which are the little small ones, and then 2 highlighters. I generally use this palette for the 2 highlighters, which are incredible. I will try and swatch them, see what they look like. Let's see. That is the 2 highlighters. How incredible and pigmented are those? Like, that's just a little sort of swirl on the pan with those, and they are just incredible. Like, anytime I've been using this highlighter, people have asked me, are you using the Becca palette? And I'm like, yes I am, because the pigmentation on those highlighters is just incredible. So even if you don't have this palette per se, get yourself a really good highlighting palette. So the 6th product in my must-have beauty products is a good brow product to go along with my tweezers, obviously. So the one that I absolutely love is the Benefit Gimme Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. I just love this. This is so quick, so easy to use. It's probably my go-to brow product. If I have more time and I want to play about with my brows, I will use the Tiny Burr powder, but this is if I need my eyebrows done very quickly and just to sort of fill them in that little bit more, I will go for this. This is just a great brow product. I haven't really tried any other brow product other than those 2, but I just feel like this is probably my favourite brow product. So let me know in the comments if you have any other brow products that you think I may like, and I can try them out, something similar in style or idea to this, where it's like a little mini mascara for your brow. Then please let me know in the comments so I can try it out, and I think everyone needs to have a very good brow product. Number 7 is the Soap & Glory Scrub. This has been the only scrub which I feel actually works for me. I use it a lot if I need to tan. I will spend about a week before I sort of plan to have a tan or plan to start tanning. I will use this for a week. This is such an incredible exfoliator. It is clear, well, it's like a pinky clear, and then inside is all of the beads, and they are so beady. Like, it's like sandpaper on your skin. That's the best way I can describe it. It smells incredible. Obviously all Soap & Glory products smell great, so I feel like everyone needs to have a really good exfoliator aside from prepping your skin for self-tanning. It's obviously good to keep your skin well exfoliated anyway, especially if you get waxed. It's really good to exfoliate after that to encourage hair growth and prevent ingrown hairs. To go along with the scrub and almost the exfoliating mask is this. I don't actually know what this is called. The brushes are nice and soft. There is two settings on it, so there's sort of low speed and high speed. So I use this product once a week. Generally on a Sunday evening I will sort of spend a bit more time doing my skincare. That's whenever I will apply the ordinary mask. So I will use this in the shower just to give my face a really good clean, make sure there's no nasty like makeup left or remove any dirt or anything like that. So I will use this in the shower, make sure my face is lovely and clean, and then once I'm out the shower then I will put on the ordinary mask. I really like it. I feel like everyone should sort of pamper themselves every once in a while. I do it once a week for my face. I do think it does help with sort of taking my makeup off and getting into sort of areas that I may have missed, sort of getting into all those pores and making sure they're nice and clean. So the 9th product that is making its way into my must-have beauty products is, I want to say, the perfect foundation. Now obviously that's a very difficult thing to say because not every foundation is perfect. The one that I found works incredibly well for me and is my go-to foundation is the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and I am the colour Mont Blanc. So this is the second lightest shade. I am cool tone skin, meaning I have, if you look sort of on your wrist, depending on the colour of your veins, that tells you if you are cool toned or warm toned. So my veins are purple and blue, meaning I'm cool toned. So I need to go for a sort of pinkier undertoned foundation to balance that out on my skin. The NARS Sheer Glow is medium coverage, but I feel like you can build it up. You just have to spend a little bit more time with it. I just think it's a great foundation. It works really well for my skin. It doesn't dry my skin out too much. It stays on for a decent amount of time, and it just works for me. And the final product that is making its way into my must-have beauty products is the Tarte Amazon Clay palette. Now, I've spoken about this before, I've done videos on this. I just think this is an incredible palette. If you are only ever to own one palette, like one eyeshadow palette, I feel like this should be it. It's just incredible, and I've scratched the back of it. You're not gonna see that because it's so shiny. The Tarte palette, there is 16 matte shades, which are the square ones, and 4 shimmer ones, and I just think this is an all-round great palette. Do so many different sort of eye looks with it, and what I did like about this was, and I did it in a video which I will link if I remember, to sort of do, they give you a little sheet of eye looks that you can achieve using the palette, and they're all based on each of the shimmer products, or the shimmer colours on the side. So it's an incredibly pigmented palette, so let's see what I will go for to show you. So that is one of them, so it's like a rusty orange colour. It's called a Whimsy. Maud is the sort of burnt red colour, berry red, and then I'll do 2 shimmer colours. That is like the bronzed shimmer colour called Ethereal. And let's go for this blue one. This is the teal shimmer called Trendy. Like, just look how pigmented those colours are. Yes, it is expensive, but I feel like you definitely get your money's worth. But this one is an all-round, all-year palette. So there we have it. That is the 10 beauty products that I feel everyone needs to have in their life, or at least have tried. Let me know down in the comments what is your sort of must-have beauty product or holy grail beauty product that you just feel like you need to have, and it just, your collection wouldn't be complete without it. So leave that in the comments below. Make sure and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It'll be somewhere over here, I'm not sure. And give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.